Good, y'all. It's your boy Wavy back at y'all with some NBA news. The Memphis Grizzlies are trading Desmond Bane to the Orlando Magic in exchange for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Cole Anthony, and several draft picks. In addition to Caldwell-Pope and Anthony, the Grizzlies will receive 4 unprotected first-round picks and 1 first-round pick swap. Memphis will get the number 16 selection in the 2025 NBA Draft, a 2026 first-rounder, which originally belonged to the Phoenix Suns, and an unprotected first-round picks in 2028 and 2030. The pick swap is for 2029 and will be lightly protected. Now, I love this trade for the Memphis Grizzlies because, you trade Desmond Bane, who has shown that in the playoffs, he does not play well with Ja Morant, right? Desmond Bane last year, he had a drop-off in the year prior. He went from scoring about 23 points per game to 19 points per game. And what we saw in the playoffs, man, is Desmond Bane, he kind of reminds me of Russell Westbrook, right? And I say that because Desmond Bane doesn't have high basketball IQ. Now, he is a good three-point shooter. He does shoot over 40% from the three, right? We all know that. That's the best part of his game. He does play hard on defense, but there's times where Desmond Bane causes very crucial turnovers, and there's times where Desmond Bane takes very dumb shots. And there's also times where Desmond Bane just looks hesitant when he gets the ball in his hands and he slows down the offense. And a lot of times we see Ja Morant having to clean up Desmond Bane's mess. And, listen, I think this is a good step in the right direction for the Memphis Grizzlies if they want to compete for a championship. Because at the end of the day, they're putting themselves in a position right now to where if we don't see changes with this team, potentially Ja Morant's going to leave, right? Now, going into this offseason, we have heard rumors that Ja Morant could possibly get traded. Some people were saying he could possibly get traded to the Houston Rockets. And this is because of Ja Morant's behavior off the court, right? Ja Morant obviously got suspended twice, involving, gun, I'm not going to say gun violence, but basically him having a weapon and, flashing it on social media, right? He's also had that situation in the mall where allegedly, he got into an altercation in Foot Locker or something like that, and then somebody in his entourage pointed a gun at the victim, right? Like, Ja Morant is obviously a YN, right? Ja Morant is a young nigga, right? He's one of these kids that, wants to be about that life when he should be focusing on being the best basketball player he could be. Because a lot of people feel like Ja Morant could potentially be the face of the NBA after LeBron James retires, right? The kids love Ja Morant, right? He has all the tools to be a superstar. The guy dunks on people, right? He can shoot the three pretty decently, has good handles, has high basketball IQ, and most importantly, Ja Morant is clutch, right? Like, Ja Morant, when you need a bucket, you can count on Ja Morant to get you a bucket. He's not afraid of the moment at all, right? So you get Caldwell-Pope, right? You get KCP, he's a 2-time NBA champion. He won the championship with the Lakers, and he won a championship with the Denver Nuggets, right? So that's what Ja Morant needs. KCP is 32, which is not too old, right? You're getting a veteran that's a 2-time champion that could help Ja Morant learn how to ultimately become a champion. And we all know that KCP is one of the best three-point shooters in the league, right? Now, he did only average 8 points per game last year, but overall, he averages 11 points per game overall for his career, right? But KCP can knock down shots when you need him to knock down shots. You understand what I'm saying? And he has a higher basketball IQ than a guy like Desmond Bane. You understand what I'm saying? Then you're also getting a 25-year-old Cole Anthony, right, who is a good player, right? He still has a lot of growing to do. He is still developing his game. He averaged 9 points per game. Year prior, he averaged 11 points per game. You understand what I'm saying? But I like Cole Anthony, man. You're bringing in some youth. You're bringing in a guy that, has a chance to, redefine his name and really show people that he could ultimately become, a really good role player. Or, I don't know. I haven't really seen that Cole Anthony could be an all-star. His second year in the NBA, he did average 16 points per game, but since then, he has not averaged more than that. You understand what I'm saying? He's actually been getting worse year by year, right? He went from averaging 16 a game to 13 a game to 11 a game to last season 9 a game, right? So I think this is a new chapter where Cole Anthony can show that he could have a promising career in the NBA and that he can eventually show people that, you know, he can be better than what he's shown to be so far, right? So I like this trade for both teams. Desmond Bane, he's going to be going to the Orlando Magic. And the Orlando Magic is one of the good teams in the Eastern Conference Finals, man. You know, Desmond Bane is going to have an opportunity to pretty much become the #1 option, if not the #2 on the Orlando Magic. He doesn't have to worry about getting outshined and being the little brother to John Moran anymore. Now he has a chance to pretty much have his own team. And I think that this gives Desmond Bane a chance to potentially become an all-star, right? Like show people that, you know, he's really that guy. But when you're playing with somebody that is better than you, that is the point guard, you know, it's only so much you can do without messing up the chemistry of the team, right? So with that being said, man, if I was to say who won this trade, most definitely Memphis. I would say Memphis won this trade. And I think that Memphis from here, you know, this is a good step in the right direction. I think they should keep John Morant and see how he plays with KCP and Cole Anthony, man. But they're still missing something, right? I don't like this center on Memphis. The guy that got drafted, I think he got drafted #2 or #3. I forgot his name. I don't like him, right? The guy's like 7 feet tall. He's super slow, loses the ball a lot. And for his height, he's just not aggressive in the paint. And but we got to give him a chance to grow, right? It was only his first year in the league. He is only going to get better from here on out. But I think he's going to slow down the progress of this Memphis team, bro. You know? So let me know what y'all think, man. It's your boy Wavy. Do you guys like this trade? Most importantly, who do you guys think won this trade? Memphis or Orlando? Let me know in the comment section. It's your boy Wavy. Thank you for watching the video. I'm out.